In India, 117.6 million smallholder farmers contribute around 70% to the total milk production and are mainly dependent upon dairying for their livelihood. Dairy animals in India are usually fed one or two locally available concentrate feed ingredients, such as oilseed cakes, with brands to supplement grasses and crop residues. Such a diet is often nutritionally imbalanced, which results in excess or shortfall of energy, protein, and minerals, leading to milk yield below the animal's genetic potential, poor reproduction efficiency, and higher cost of production. Imbalanced feeding also results in higher enteric methane emission, thus contributing to global warming and environmental pollution. Data on 0.15 million milch animals indicate that there is excess or shortfall of critical nutrients in the ration of animals. The problem of low productivity due to imbalanced feeding is spread throughout the country. To overcome such problems, technological interventions that enhance animals' growth, health, reproduction efficiency and productivity in an environmentally sustainable manner are required to be implemented throughout the country. One of such technological interventions is development of Ration Balancing Program or RBP by National Dairy Development Board of India. The Ration Balancing Program is aimed to educate the farmers on scientific feeding of milch animals for increasing productivity and thereby profitability. In RBP, milk producers are advised to feed a nutritionally balanced ration using locally available feed resources and an area-specific mineral mixture. For this purpose, computer software that can be deployed on desktop, laptop, and netbook has been developed by NDDB.
सब सामान को नौप कर खिलाने लगे, घास को कुतर के देने लगे, तो उससे हमको फायदा बुझाया। हमारा एसनफ भी पुरता था, हमारा फेट भी पुरता था। पहले जो हमको घर से लगता था उससे ज़्यादा अब हमको उससे लाभ होने लगा। कीमत भी ज़्यादा पड़ने लगा। जैसे पहले 16-17 रुपया पड़ता था, अब हमको 28, 27, 30 तक रुपया चला गया।
Methane is emitted from enteric fermentation and has 25 times higher global warming potential than carbon dioxide. Animals fed on imbalanced ration not only reveal lower productivity, but also emit more methane per kg of milk. Therefore, NDDB has initiated field studies for evaluating impact of feeding balanced ration on enteric methane emission from milch animals in different agroclimatic zones of the country. In these studies, the methane emission is measured by an internationally accepted sulfur hexafluoride tracer technique. Field studies completed so far reveal that feeding of a nutritionally balanced ration helps to reduce enteric methane emission by 15 to 20% per kg milk. The present coverage of 0.15 million milch animals under RBP is expected to reach 2.7 million by the year 2016-17. Long-term benefits of RBP includes better utilization of available feed resources in the country while encouraging use of strategic feed supplements like area-specific mineral mixture. In addition, the program will help to improve production potential and reproduction efficiency of milch animals. RBP will also help to mitigate environmental impacts of dairying by lowering enteric methane emission. Finally, the Ration Balancing Program will help to boost farmers' scientific knowledge on balanced animal feeding and will make them self-sufficient, thus improving livelihood in developing countries.
The postprandial state is a pro-oxidant state, meaning that after each meal, free radicals are produced as our body assimilates the food, and so we can't just have a bowl of berries in the morning to meet our minimum daily antioxidant needs and call it a day. Each and every meal should contain high antioxidant foods, which, if you remember, means plants. Antioxidant-rich foods originate from the plant kingdom. This is due to the thousands of natural antioxidant compounds found naturally in plant foods. So, for example, consuming fruits, which are high in phenolic phytonutrients, increases the antioxidant capacity of the blood, and when they're consumed with the standard American diet, high-fat, refined carbohydrate, pro-oxidant, pro-inflammatory meals, they may help counterbalance some of the negative effects. Given the content and availability of fat and sugars in the Western diet, regular consumption of phenolic-rich foods, particularly in conjunction with meals, appears to be a prudent strategy to maintain oxidative balance and health. And of all fruits, berries may be the best. So for example, here's the spike in oxidation caused by a Mediterranean meal of pasta, tomato sauce, olive oil, and fried fish. Obviously not enough tomatoes. Add a glass of red wine, which contains berry phytonutrients from grapes, and we can bring down the level of oxidation, but not blunt it completely. So the meal needs even more plants. In this study, they gave people standard breakfast items, resulting in lots of oxidized cholesterol in their bloodstream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours after the meal. But all it took was a cup of strawberries with that same breakfast to at least keep the meal from contributing to further oxidation. Note, though, without the strawberries, look where we'd be at lunchtime. Right? Let's say we ate a standard American diet at 6 a.m., right? Then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, noon. If we didn't eat that cup of strawberries with breakfast, by the time lunch rolls around, we'd already be starting out in a hyperoxidized state and could just make things worse. Since Western eating patterns include eating multiple meals a day, including snacks, one can only speculate on the level of biological unrest. But at least if we had some berries for breakfast, we'd be starting out at baseline for lunch. This acute protection is likely due to the antioxidant effects of the strawberry phytonutrients. Even better than baseline, how about our meal actually improving our antioxidant status? Here's measuring the antioxidant level of one's bloodstream after a crappy meal. It drops, using up our antioxidant stores. But eat a big bunch of red grapes with the meal, and the antioxidant level of our bloodstream goes up, such that our body's in a positive antioxidant balance for a few hours. Right? Same thing after enough blueberries. Right? And imagine if these ensuing hours between our next meal, right, we were sipping green tea or hibiscus, right, we'd have this nice antioxidant surplus all day long. What, according to the researchers, are the practical implications? These data provide an interesting perspective for advising individuals on food choices when consuming a moderate to high-fat meal is unavoidable. Unavoidable? So if we're locked in a fast food joint or something, well, then they suggest chasing whatever we're forced to eat with some berries. Right? It reminds me of those studies on smokers I talked about, suggesting those who smoke should eat lots of kale and broccoli to reduce the oxidative damage to their DNA, or they could just not smoke. In a single day, the systemic stress of all that fat in our blood and redox imbalance, being in a mild pro-oxidant state after meals, may seem trivial. Over time, however, these daily insults can lead to complicated atherosclerosis, contributing to hundreds of thousands of deaths a year.